Tonight's top story, West Virginia will soon have $1 billion to throw at a pretty aggressive opioid problem. It's our top story. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jamie Baker.
And I'm Dylan Cleland. Some are questioning just what exactly that will look like. News 9's Gianna Dupre has those answers.
Last week, Steve Corder with the Northwood Health Systems was elected to be a part of the West Virginia First Foundation Board that will help disperse the opioid settlement money across the state. But what exactly is that money and how will it be spent? Since 2013, Attorney General Patrick Morrisey has been engaging in litigation with big pharmaceutical distributors and manufacturers for contributing to the ongoing opioid epidemic in West Virginia, ultimately receiving more than $1 billion. Now it's time to spend that money and put it in places that need it the most. To do that, the West Virginia First Foundation will be comprised of one person from each region and 5 appointed by the governor. This will help make decisions in the best interest of the state.
This foundation, I think, could really be a crown jewel and an effective part of the toolbox to go after the drug epidemic, to attack it holistically from a supply, a demand, and educational perspective.
The money itself is broken into 3 ways. 3% for the state to hold the trust and expenses relating to the litigation, 24.5% for counties and cities to address immediate needs of residents, and 72.5% will go into the foundation that will develop and oversee ways to address the opioid crisis. What the money is spent on could be divided into 3 major categories, one being the law enforcement side.
Local law enforcement agencies have really been given short shrift on their resources for a long time, so clearly they're going to be eligible for some monies.
Another category is treatment issues.
Not just in terms of beds, but the mental health care services regime and having adequate mental health care providers to help, and then leading through the continuum of care all the way up to when people actually get reintroduced into the workforce.
And finally, prevention and education is critical.
We have to make sure that we don't have another generation falling prey to senseless death. The best way to do it is to educate people at the beginning and keep them off these addictive products.
Aside from the West Virginia First Foundation Board, there are many opportunities for dozens of people to get involved through advisory panels, task forces, and more throughout the next few months.
So I would strongly encourage everyone in the Northern Panhandle to get engaged. This is how we stop this terrible drug plague and really lead our state to a better future.
To stay up to date on how this money will get dispersed throughout the Northern Panhandle, stick with News 9. Reporting in the Wheeling Content Center, I'm Gianna Dupre, News 9. I'm Gianna Dupre. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch, and please take some time to subscribe to our channel.